Hey, what's up, guys? Real quick, before the interview starts, definitely go check out the link above my head for t-shirts. We only have 2 more days left until they're gone for a very long time, so definitely go check that out. All of the money that we're using for these designs will be going to new designs, new shirts in the next year, so definitely go check that out if you haven't already. Like I said, go check the link above my head for new shirts. If you support us, that'd be amazing. Thank you guys for your unending support. It definitely means a lot. I will be doing a thank you video at the end of the year. But with that being said, we'll kick it off with the interview. Start the intro. Hey guys, my name is Brandon and welcome to Audio Addiction. We have our good friends and they can say their names and what they do in the band. And their band name, of course.
We're from Ideology. I'm Mike and I play guitar.
I'm Charlie and I play drums.
I'm Luke, I play bass.
Lead bass.
Lead bass.
I'm John, I play guitar.
I'm Wesley, and I sing and I scream.
Nice. Okay. So my first question is, guys, how'd you start the band? How'd you find everybody? Did you find each other on Craigslist, mutual friends? Basically, how'd the story go? Yeah.
Me and Charlie found each other on a chat.
Christian mingle.
FarmersOnly.com. You don't have to be lonely. It's FarmersOnly.com. So no, me and Charlie met was it your final year too?
For my bachelor's.
Yeah, our final year of college. We actually had a class together, and I wasn't really doing a lot of the. I grew up on metal and was a big prog metalhead, and kind of stopped in college and focused on jazz and fusion, and honestly didn't even think about doing metal again because I had kind of gotten away from it and doing various gigs, basically anything in town. And when I met Charlie, I was like, well, this guy's the best metal drummer I've seen come through this school. So I was like, I was about to move away, and I called him when I made a split decision to not go. And I was like, hey, you want to start a metal band? He's like, all right, yeah, let's do it. And that was 3 or 4 years ago. And I wrote all the tunes and would send him the tracks, and he would put superior drummer parts to him just for demo stuff.
Nice. And
so that was in 2013. The whole album was done instrument wise. Well, I mean, to say the least. I mean, Luke did his own thing, bass wise. Unfortunately, John just had to repeat what I already wrote, so kind of was stuck. This time. Yeah. And then how the band built. We built from there. It was kind of a slow process. We grabbed a few guys at first, and it just didn't kind of work out. I mean, they're great players, just different priorities going on. So I actually teach at a college in St. Paul and met Wesley through there. I actually teach a metal ensemble, and he was the singer in my ensemble that I taught. So after he graduated, I was
first we as students, we had elected to create a gent ensemble.
You guys did.
And and Mike, since he was teaching there, ended up being our supervisor teacher of the ensemble. Yeah. So we were doing gent and prog metal, but then you totally took over the metal ensemble the year after that.
Yeah, so the metal ensemble it's a contemporary school. It's like Berkeley.
Okay.
It's now it's College of Music, and we all went there. Well, he still goes there. John does. Mm-hmm. We all met there some form or another, and then so I did that, and I actually met 2 of these guys through that. So I'm a teacher grabbing students, even though you were a freshman when I was a senior. He was a freshman when Wesley was a freshman when I was a senior, and I got the job right after I graduated. But anyway, so we grabbed Wesley, and we had been searching for a while for a vocalist. And when I heard him sing, I was like, well, I mean, we can't really, we don't have any choice. Not that he's not great. What I meant was we stupid. I was like, this guy's awesome. Why don't we let's have Wesley do it?
Oh man.
And did you meet Wesley at that point?
I
I
knew
played with
Wesley.
you or something
Yeah.
for something. I don't
Yeah.
know what it was.
We all kind of ran into each other and knew each other's names before we even, started jamming. But yeah, we both decided we needed Wesley once we heard him.
Yeah, exactly. And we didn't really know at first when we wrote the music what kind of vocals we needed or what we even wanted. We were just like, well, we just want someone that was good. So we ended up grabbing Wesley, and it worked out really well. And then I met John as a student. I think I was teaching him a guitar lesson, and he was like, hey, I want to show you some of my riffs. And I was like, wow, that sounds a lot like the stuff I write. You want to be in my band?
Just no chill. Just
Yeah.
Straight to the point. He's just hey,
yeah.
you want to join my band?
And I think Luke showed.
I was kind of a weird fringer.
Well, he showed interest, because you were like, "Hey, I like your stuff. I learned it," and he like learned the stuff we had up already. I mean, Charlie were like, "Whoa, like what? Like you actually just like, took one of your way to learn parts and things?" So we're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we showed them the demos of the first few Bliss, which we call different. All our names are different on that.
I was asking you guys for other stuff first, and then I was like, they're in a cool metal band.
I actually met Luke the first time. Luke was playing bass in a guitar player's recital, and we played a Tesseract tune. And the guitar player knew me and had me singing, so that's like the first time I met Luke, and then it was awesome later when it's like, Mike was telling me, he's like, oh, this guy, I don't know if you know Luke, he's going to try and play, and I was like, oh, that's going to work out. Yep.
So yeah, it was
long story short, we formed that over the summer last year, basically.
Yeah.
A spring and summer, rehearsed, finished the tunes, form-wise and part-wise for the most part. Then we started recording in October, I would say. And
we did a little in October, but the bulk of it waited, I think, a couple
That's
months.
true. We did a little October, the drums, and then went through December, took up everybody's time, and then January we hit it hard and basically finished everything from January through basically right when we released it. So, April, May. And
released in August.
We released it in August.
Oh, that's right.
So I think we finished the last bit of recording in June or July.
Yeah.
And then Wesley was like power mixed and meshed.
So like, first of all, I had never done like anything that's like really heavy metal as far as like mixing, and I'm learning all the time, and so like it was like cool but frustrating too, because I would be like, oh, I think something's coming together, but then it would suddenly be this like cluster of like, well, go listen to this and make it like this, and go listen to that and make it like that, and like it was like frustrating, but I think I probably learned more in like 3 weeks than I had about music in the last 2 years, because everybody just really challenged me to like use my ears more aggressively on things that I hadn't really analyzed before. And so I'm pretty happy with how it turned out as far as like we all did it together. As far as producing the whole album, it was like a little bit of everyone kind of trying to tell everybody else what to do. And you hear horror stories about that, but it ended up pretty cool for us. And I think moving forward, I just feel like everything that we learned doing an album by ourselves, I think whatever it is next that we put out is going to be on a totally different level, just from how much we learned from that one experience together, where we can accept each other's opinions instead of just, shipping it off somewhere else. So it was cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. That's like probably one of the more unique stories that I've heard about a band, and more specifically like a band in the same sort of like college, I guess, community. That's really awesome. My next question is, I don't know how many shows you guys have played, but what are some of your favorite venues you like to either attend or play at or whatever?
So, I mean, I think collectively we've all played many shows, not as a band. So we've all gigged a lot, but Ideology has kind of turned into this studio project that we've just been working really hard on. And because we all, being from a music school, like we all kind of do some sort of music thing. Other stuff.
Well,
yeah. So we've only, how many shows?
About a year ago.
2.
Pretty much.
We played 2.
Yeah, we played like a debut album teaser show a year ago when the songs were first like finished.
Yeah.
Like we finished all writing them and rehearsing them for the first time, and that was like such a crazy reaction to that just being one little show. At, like,
that's
cool
pretty well.
thing.
Yeah.
But then the other one was
my masters.
Masters.
Yeah, it wasn't really a show.
Yeah,
it felt good though. I loved doing that.
That was fun.
Charlie had his masters in music, so we played basically the thing for him to pass. Well, I mean, he would have passed either way. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's the last thing to do. It's the last thing he has to do.
Blew all the teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played it.
I mean, I think I saw a couple of vocal teachers walk out.
Venue-wise, to finish the question, you know, Minnesota, we have all the staples that, like the First Ave. You know, by default we end up at all the same venues. First Ave, Mill City Nights, the Caboose.
But you had the varsity, like
the varsity.
Varsity and Myth is pretty cool.
The Myths. And now Mill City's closing, but
some okay shows at. I mean, there's good shows at Amsterdam.
Yeah,
Amsterdam. Yeah, actually, definitely.
That's the new St. Paul one. St. Paul's is less than Minneapolis, but
we used to have Station 4 in St. Paul, and a lot of the metal stuff. I said we used to have Station 4. Rest in peace. No, they used to have tons of metal go through there, but I guess it finally just kind of fell apart. That was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That used to be the big one, and now the Amsterdam is kind of turning into like the metal hobby in downtown St. Paul. Yeah. So, otherwise, you know, XL Energy Center.
Yeah, you know.
Pretty soon.
Oh yeah, Palace Theater is opening in St. Paul. I don't know what's exactly getting booked there yet.
No.
I know First Avenue is going to be doing the booking for that venue. So
that could be cool.
The big one in town is First Avenue. Yeah. That's like the one that Prince, you know, filmed some stuff at. That was where his huge commemoration thing happened the weekend he died. That was at First Ave. There's a big event there. So that's kind of like the iconic venue for all genres in town without being an arena, you know.
Right, yeah, totally. My next question is, what are some of your musical influences?
Oh man, it'd be a long list, so we'll keep it.
People ones like the ones we list.
Yeah.
So start with those.
As a band, I would say the big ones are Tesseract, Between the Buried and Me, Periphery, Devin Townsend,
Protest the
Hero, The Faceless. So you guys can list.
Those are kind of Opeth, of course.
Meshuggah.
Yeah. Kind of like the huge, like modern rock,
Dream Theater rock,
metal, Dream Theater, and some of the old stuff too, and then a lot of, I think, personal, like instrumentalists. Like he's got his bass players. I'm sure we both have a guitar players. He's got his drummers. He's got his vocalists that we really look up to.
Who's your top two? Like main bass players?
I don't know. I mean, I do 5.
Do 5.
2, 5. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a huge.
Are you talking just
your favorites?
Genre?
No, anything.
Anything. Yeah.
Huge fan of kind of the more modern dudes coming up on YouTube, like Marcus Fogley, Rick Graham, Tom Clancy, and then I mean anything from that to like some of the dudes that have played with Chick Corea, like Frank Mbali, Scott Henderson, even back he didn't play with Chick, but like Alan Holdsworth and some old Mike Stern and huge jazz fusion guys. But when it comes to the modern dudes, Andy James, Marcus Fogley, Per Nilsson. When I play solos for this group, I kind of think of those guys quite a bit, actually, because they have a nice combination of melody and shred.
Nice.
I'd say for me, the big drummers, Gavin Harrison, Marco Miniman, and then I like Blake Richardson for metal stuff. I like his phrasing. He's like the modern Neil Peart for me. But if I go back, my big influence, Portnoy was a big influence growing up. And then I like Weckel, Chambers, Kyle Iuta, the fusion kind of, heavy fusion guys. But yeah, these days Marco and Gavin, I would say, are the top 2.
Nice.
John.
All right. Well, top 2 influences for me. John Petrucci from Dream Theater was definitely my top influences. I mean, as a guitar player, he was pretty much my gateway into progressive music in general. And then shortly after that, I got into Between the Buried and Me, and Paul Wagner as a guitar player has always had a major influence on me. And I guess and then like through there, just a lot of other guitar players I got introduced to, like Nisha Mansour from Periphery, and then like all of the other guitar players from that band, and then the countless others. Really, there's really not a set guitar player that I take the most influence from, other than John Petrucci and Paul Wagner. So
Nice.
You got
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as far as metal goes, like, there's not like a ton of bass players that I find like super interesting to listen to. I really like, even though I don't play with a pick, I really like Nolly from Periphery. Like, he's got some really cool like playthroughs. I think are like not really fun to listen to, but fun to watch. But then there's also Cameron McClellan, who's the new bass player for Protest the Hero. He's super cool. But I mean, I really like some of the others, like John Patitucci, Tom Kennedy, Adam Nitty, some of the kind of jazz fusion guys a lot. And then like I actually play in like some other bands that are more like funk R&B, so like guys like Willie Weeks or Pino Palladino. Even though there's a bass player coming up in this band called Wolfpack named Joe Dart.
Oh, dude,
who's like super groovy. And I don't know, I just think like even in metal, if stuff grooves, it just is. It's cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I don't know, when I like listen to singers, there's singers that I like, I'm like, they're good. But then there's other people who have things that I don't, and that's why I really like admire them. So like if you take like James LaBrie from Dream Theater, he has this like big voice that can do all these things, but like the control over his voice that he has when he's quiet, that's something that you don't see anywhere else. Or like Rhodey from Protest, like some of the stuff he does with like his like really high like sharp stuff, like you don't hear that from anyone else. So I like the vocalists I want to like be like, or that I admire, they have pieces that I don't, and that's, I don't know, I don't like to like narrow it down. I listen, honestly, when I listen to records, I almost never pay attention to the singer first. Like I listen to like the drums and the guitar players, and like, because when I listen to music, I don't so much like be like, I want to be like that. I'm like, how would I try to like write a song?
Yeah.
I'm used to being handed stuff and like write stuff over this, and it's like, oh, okay, you know. But I'd say those two are really cool. So
nice. I like your choices, guys. Speaking about bands, what have been some bands you've been jamming more recently?
I've been on a Soilwork kick lately. Yeah, I go to Soilwork a lot, actually. It's weird. I never listened to them when they were like, you know, bigger in the early, you know, like 2000s, when it was like In Flames, Soilwork, and all those types of bands.
That's what I listen to.
And I listened to all the other ones, and Soilwork never made my list. But yeah, Symphony X, I've been jamming to.
Iconoclast.
Yeah,
definitely.
Iconoclast and Underworld both I've been jamming to.
I should have mentioned it.
And then what else? That's a, you know, those are two of the metaler ones. Tesseract again a little bit. I've been jamming some of that.
Oh, Amos Williams.
Amos
Sorry,
Williams,
I
yeah.
left him out.
Just late on that one.
I like the first singer of Tesseract better than. Well, he's the singer again now.
Yeah. Great.
Current singer of
They just
Tesseract.
released that.
I should have said something about him.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah, they just released that new thing, so we listened to that. No, we did. I listened to it today.
Yeah.
We listened to
I
some
listened
new
to
Devin Townsend.
And that's
Nice.
Talking about what David Maxim.
David Maxim Misa.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that
You know
guy's
him? He's awesome. He's one of my favorites right now. I can't get tired of any of his albums. Like I can turn him on and always, I love his stuff. He's a nut production wise and composition wise. He's great.
I've been listening. I always feel like I'm saying it wrong, but like Haken or Haken.
Hawking, yeah, I've been listening to
I've listened to their record a ton, and then David Maximisi definitely, but also I cannot stop listening to the Book of Mormon soundtrack recently, because like not only like is that stuff written so like hilarious and creatively, but the people they picked for it. Like even as a metal guy, I will admire Broadway singers and church singers for the rest of my life, because they have things that some people just will never have without the right kind of training and like focus. But yeah, the guy, I think his name is Andrew Rannells, who's like the lead guy for Book of Mormon, just like blows me away sometimes.
This is embarrassing, but I listened to, because it's getting close to Halloween, I started putting in like Danny Elfman stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I listened to the Nine soundtrack, which I love that soundtrack. And then I popped in The Nightmare Before Christmas and was like, yeah. Like, super musical.
Is 9 the one with the like doll thing?
Yeah, that's a good soundtrack. Though.
Yeah.
The Nightmare Before Christmas one's kind of cheesy, but you know.
It's good though.
It's 'tis the season.
Hey, yeah.
Anyway.
New Goes Year's really good.
Oh
too.
yeah,
yeah.
that's really good.
Ooh,
I love that
nice.
song where the melodies played with guitar harmonics.
Yeah, the Magma.
Yeah,
that
that's so
song.
good, dude.
That song just kicks ass.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Yeah, I've been jamming to a lot of that.
Tesseract and Goes Zero will be here in like a week and a half, the 13th or something like that.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
Or no, 17th.
Yeah, they're gonna be at the Myth.
Yep,
17.
17th.
It's
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a kick-ass show.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Any-
yeah,
Any others, guys? No.
that's about it for me.
All
There's
right.
a band. They're not like super big, but Exhibit or like how do you say it? Mike.
Exvius.
Yeah, like they're,
Exvius
like
they're
arcade game?
instrumental, but like
There's like an arcade game called that from like the 80s.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Exvius
They probably
is sweet.
stole it.
Exvius is some
You
guys.
guys stole it. You know you stole it.
Some of the guys are from Cynic, I think. These
Cynic
guys
is
from
tight.
Cynic, yeah. I think
I
they're
didn't know.
past members of Cynic, but I don't know. Don't quote me.
Cynic
It's
is like,
cool.
by the way, quick story. Cynic is like the first time I think I ever sang for anything that Charlie did. Like it was like one of your random recital things, but
We
I
played Carbon-Based Anatomy.
don't think I had actually like sang for something of yours until that.
Yep.
But that was fun. That was super cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Cynic a lot.
All right, guys. So my next question is, if you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
Oh, jeez.
See, the problem is we'd all pick different ones, but let's come to one conclusion. Oh man,
I feel like it would be a Tesseract song.
I do. I think
Tesseract or Dream
because
Because of
Yeah.
him.
yeah.
Tesseract or Dream Theater.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll go with Tesseract or Dream Theater. I feel like Tesseract would be a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
We would also like to do like old throwbacks, like Maiden or something, and make them a little
Yes.
more.
Mm.
You know,
Ooh.
some power metal or something would be great
That'd be
with
cool.
Wesley singing.
Covering some
Oh, yeah.
Symphony X.
Symphony X would be
Ooh,
Yeah.
Symphony X. There you go.
Fire.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So yeah, something like that.
I haven't like overthought about that. The funny thing was listening to the Nightmare Before Christmas and wondering how would this sound like prog metal? Wesley singing all the parts.
They've done a couple albums where like different bands will play songs from that, but I don't think they've ever done like metal.
I've always wanted Devin to like do a Tim Burton movie. I was just talking about
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
That actually needs to happen.
I know.
Kevin, if you're watching this, please compose something.
He's doing a big orchestra though. That's going to be the heaviest thing he's ever done. He said so. That's going to be cool.
It's kind of a long shot from cover music.
Yep.
But
I love it.
But yeah.
awesome.
Tesseract.
Tesseract. All right, guys. So my next one is another fun one. What is your favorite food to eat?
Oh man, I'm pretty basic.
Beer.
Beer.
Yeah.
All the booze.
I like tacos, but not like okay, but like Taco Bell's good, but like I was in a small town this weekend.
Taco Bell.
It was Hayward in Iowa, and like right next to our hotel. I was there for a wedding. Right next to our hotel is like this traditional Mexican food restaurant where like it's like very broken English and like like it's like runs it. All of his kids are there trying to talk to people in English, so he can do orders and stuff. Like
Yeah.
super traditional. And I had all these different tacos. And, like that's how you're supposed to eat tacos. Anyone who's watching this, like get traditional Mexican food or like a real Mexican guy with a food truck who does like traditional tacos. Like tacos done the right way is like the best thing that's ever been invented. That's
I'm gonna have to double on the taco thing.
Me too.
I'm gonna add in really beefy stuffed burritos,
Yeah.
like San Francisco style,
Yeah.
I like
huge
burritos.
I like steak and potatoes too. Classic. Broccoli.
Yeah, broccoli. That's
Broccoli.
broccoli.
I don't think anybody said broccoli and meant it, so
It's got to be with the steak and the potato. It's not alone.
I'm definitely leaving the broccoli in there and be like, everybody just hate on him for saying broccoli.
Yeah.
He didn't mean it, but definitely
Yeah.
rag on
I'll
him
take
for it.
Breakfast food is always
Breakfast food.
Anything
always good.
breakfast food. I'll eat it all day.
Yeah.
Perkins or Denny's or something.
I've been staring at this picture of a fish on the floor.
Yeah.
So
There's fish.
it looks pretty
Down there.
tasty right now.
Fish is good when it's
Walleye.
Down the right.
There's some
It
good,
actually does look
there's some
pretty
good
tasty,
fish
I'm
and
not
chips.
gonna
in town.
lie.
Dude, I had walleye and a stick at the state fair. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
State fair.
Oh my gosh.
You're in Minnesota when we're talking about.
Minnesota.
Oh
yeah.
I had some walleye and a stick at the
Shut
state
the
fair.
front door.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Actually, the
God.
best thing at state fair was they were cheese stuffed olives, battered, deep fried, wrapped in bacon.
Jesus Christ.
Did they put it in like a dirty martini for you?
Holy shit.
They're okay with that. They were amazing.
They deep fry everything at the state fair.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean, I couldn't tell. I couldn't figure that out. That's, yeah.
It's either fried
Or it's on a stick.
on a stick or
Yeah.
both.
Or both, yeah.
And also dipped in cheese, probably.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And then rubbed on the ground and then dipped in, you know.
What?
I don't know.
Oh my
Dumped in
God.
the toilet.
Oh god.
Oh my God. Do people actually talk like that, though, from Minnesota?
Yeah, I mean,
Depending on where you go.
You'll hear it in O's, and you'll hear it in like sometimes like inadvertently. It'll be like you'll get a real good like oh yeah you'll just get it out of someone like when they're not doing it on purpose. I think our lights.
it does.
Our lights flicker.
It does happen.
It does.
It does happen. Okay.
I think I'm the only one not originally from here, though.
Oh, you're from.
I'm from Iowa.
That's not that far.
That's not much better. It's just more corn.
It just. All right, guys. So my next question is: if you guys could play another musical instrument, what would it be?
Well, you can. So.
Yeah, he can play
Oh,
drums.
come on.
He can play
Oh, yeah,
drums.
pick an instrument that you can't play.
Yeah.
That you wish that you could play.
There you go.
I'd really be cool to like rips. I mean, in all seriousness, I don't want to sound like a joke, but like I've always admired like really good saxophone players, like really
Oh,
good
yeah.
jazz dudes that can play play through changes like it's nothing. Always admired that, and that was the instrument that like when they came through like grade school and they're like, okay, try all these and play one. I could never figure out the reed thing. Couldn't do it.
I played alto sax in 5th and 6th
I
grade.
couldn't do it, man.
I can play the Lion King soundtrack really well.
I would say
man.
cello or oboe for me.
Mhm.
I think like a good oboe player is worth their weight in diamonds, literally.
I'd have to go with piano because
Oh.
I wish I could just jam like really play piano. I know the theory and everything, but I wish I could just sit down and play any kind of style. That'd be cool.
I might have to switch to that. That's yeah.
John?
With me, I guess, to be honest, either drums or saxophone.
Nice.
Yeah, like,
I would say piano too. I just think like that's just kind of the building blocks for everything. So if you can play that well, you can do a lot of things. There's like this super cool video. Charlie, have you seen that video of Virgil Donati playing piano?
Oh,
Yeah.
That dude's ridiculous at piano.
That's one of
And
my other
drums,
favorite drummers
and
too.
drums.
yeah. Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good.
David Max in Music doesn't play crazy stuff, but like the stuff he plays and composes for the piano is just, it's like really like gorgeous music. I wish I could do that. But I can't.
Nice.
You know.
All right, guys. I don't know how big of a video game fans you guys are, but my next question is: if you guys could be a video game character, who would it be?
Ooh.
I'll answer first. I'd be the dude from Fallout. I just have
Which
to.
Oh
one?
my God.
Main
No, which
character.
Fallout game? Though?
4.
Oh, okay.
Dope.
Yeah. I didn't play the earlier Fallout, so I don't know. But I'd want to be him.
Yeah, think about this.
Most of the games I play are like RPG kind of where like you create a character, like you're not necessarily a character.
Okay.
And so I would say like as far as like I would be myself as a character in a game universe, like I would pick Dragon Age, the BioWare series. That's probably like the universe other than stuff that Bethesda makes, like Elder Scrolls and Fallout. You know, I really have always had a special place in my heart for Dragon Age.
Nice.
So whatever character is, you know, your character, that's what I would want.
I don't
I
know.
guess,
I'm going last. I don't have
video game characters, I would have to be like Dante from Devil May Cry.
Oh,
because he's a badass.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like,
you play these games?
I mean, I don't have a console right now. I backed that game Hyper Light Drifter that came out. Like,
nice.
I don't really want to beat him, but that game was cool. That's the only thing I can like.
I want to be the guy in No Man's Skies.
I have no idea. Like,
Well,
I
at least
was
then
a
you know he would never die. He'll have unlimited
Right.
franchises for eternity.
I was a huge fan. I mean, I stopped really heavily gaming probably like 7 years ago. I was huge into Fable when Fable was like
Ooh.
Fable 2, Fable 3. I loved Fable. I would be that guy.
Really
Or
kick-ass game.
if we're also taking in consideration things that transfer from TV to games, I would be Goku from.
Nice.
Because I mean, most powerful being in the universe.
Of course.
Yeah.
I like that was a little bit of a stretch, but I'll give it to you.
There are Dragon Ball Z.
There were
games.
Dragon Ball Z games. I'll give you that.
So
There's like one that came out recently, like Xenoverse.
Xenoverse. They're coming out the second one in about 2 months.
That game just looks kick-ass. I want to get it.
Nice. All right. My next question is, what has been some of your memorable moments with the band so far?
Oh man, lots of good recording moments for us. We recorded this in my basement.
Yeah.
For the most part. The guitars were done at individual houses and whatnot. But
It's a nice basement. I mean,
yeah, it's a nice. I mean, we turned it into a.
Go
big
see it
studio.
on Instagram. Turn
he's
it
got
in.
French doors on here. And I don't know if they're called
Yeah.
French doors.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Just
But yeah, so we've had a lot of fun doing that. We have a lot of jokes or whatever you want to call it. My dog right here has been here the whole time.
Moonji.
Nice.
He was a big part of the whole recording process. So we laugh about him because he's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of it stem around that. Our first show was really fun too. A funny little metal festival we thought might be just weird and
It was weird.
not worth
Remember the guys in the
Super
iguana
weird.
suits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an
Iguanas, if you're watching, keep doing it, man.
That was pretty sweet.
Keep doing it. Because they played decent too. Like,
They played well.
Yeah, it was different things with that show. The Masters show was fun, and yeah, it's a lot of recording stuff, a lot of studio stuff.
A lot of it is us coming over here, running the set once or twice, and then just like drinking beer, and then losing track of time, and then me going, "Oh crap! I told my wife I was going to be home an hour ago." And then-
Me and Stilo have good memories from when we were writing this stuff.
Oh, the best memory. This was
Okay.
when we were first writing. These guys weren't part of the band yet.
I know this story.
And technically, I don't know if this is. I mean, this was like we came over. I don't even know if we jammed our stuff. I think we just went and I just played random shit. And he played random shit. And then we went out. It was like Halloween and went down the street and took skateboards. And well, first I like ate shit really hard down a hill because I hadn't been on a skateboard in years. And then we got to the bar, and then this was like 5 years ago. No, this was like 2012.
Yeah.
And on the way back from the bar, like bar closed, we were doing a lot of things. We were trying to jump over trash cans and knocking them down, and then we actually we shouldn't tell this because this was like in the paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did certain things.
We it was Halloween time.
So there were things out.
Man.
There was like lots of Halloween stuff, or in the neighborhoods, and we borrowed like a full-size Mike Myers,
Borrowed.
like a full-size Mike Myers statue thing, and it was
Brought it back.
yeah, we brought it back around with us, and it was heavy.
Yeah.
It was paid, and it was
There was a witch too.
the thing was 80 pounds. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. We're actually we're in Wisconsin right now.
Yeah.
That is where we are from, Wisconsin.
What made the story funny is it showed up in the paper in its own little way. My friend saw that we borrowed that Jason thing,
They were looking for the borrowers of the stuff.
and we had to laugh because we were like, "Oh man."
Yeah, so we made the paper. I'm in the paper.
Oh my god, that tops it for me. Like, I don't think I'll be able to find a better memorable moment from any band.
It was a good start to the band.
You're the one to beat now.
Yeah.
Ideology is the one to beat, guys. So now you have to come up with something stupider than that.
We're gonna come out with a song called "The Borrowers" that was dedicated to that story.
The true story about that night.
I just got like a text of a picture of the paper saying like the details of someone borrowing, someone looking for that person who borrowed this amount worth of stuff. And all I got was that, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
They were probably talking about someone else. It probably wasn't even you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's been broken. Silence has been broken. Now they know it's you. It's forever.
It's like isn't there like a 3-year like?
Yeah. You can't.
I thought it was 10.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's for murder.
Oh yeah.
Really?
What's that called? There's a movie about it.
Statute of limitation.
All right, guys. So my next question is, in your opinion, who puts on a great live show, and what has been the best show that you've been to?
Meshuggah.
Oh yeah.
Meshuggah.
Tool. I'd say Tool and Meshuggah are my favorites.
Meshuggah had the best light show I've ever seen.
Periphery was really good.
Periphery was good too.
For me, probably the best metal band I've ever seen in person. It was a couple years ago, but it was when Parallax 2 was really big by Between the Buried and Me, and they did the entire thing from like beginning to end in live concert. So they started. That was one of the first times I was at a show with John. But it was they played Parallax 2 from the beginning to the end, and then they encored with like a couple selections from Colors, and it was a super long show. And honestly, it was like actually at a really crummy time in my life, and like it was just like it was one of the most impressive, musically accurate performances I'd ever seen. But the stage was full, the lights were beautiful, and like it overall just ended up being like just a total turnaround for me, like because it was just such a purely perfect musical performance. I was blown away. I have this like wall scroll of their album now, and like it's like going down as like one of my favorite shows I've ever seen.
That's sick.
Yeah, definitely. Like for me, it was definitely like again that show, the Between the Buried and Me show, and then also Periphery when they played live. I think within a month after the Between the Buried and Me show, and they were on tour for their second album. This time it's Personal Record, and that was just a kick-ass show. Like,
was that
at the Skyway.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it was like they were on tour with Wonderful Cyrus and I think Veil of Maya too.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a really kick-ass show, and like Periphery set was just like a full-on production, like how BT Bam put on their show, and yeah, that like easily one of the most memorable live shows. Definitely.
Nice.
To be completely honest with you, like I like have not gone to a metal show in quite like I went to Intervals like this past spring, which was like good. They didn't play anything from their new album, which I was kind of bummed about. But like I didn't like my whole problem growing up has been like I've always loved metal, but not had any friends that love metal, and now I have friends that love metal, and I'm like I'm like I could go out and spend money, or I could like hide in my apartment, and for some reason sometimes like hiding in your apartment sounds better. I don't know, I need to get out more.
One show I forgot about is he was talking about Marco Minimum. Mike didn't say anything about
yeah,
the Aristocrats.
Yeah, we were all at that show.
It's just super amazing trio, and like
Yeah,
it's a small show.
They'll blow your
It's a
mind.
small show, but like the amount of improvisation and other stuff that they do and bantering and such. I love
2 shows in my life that I've ever just like sat and stared and been like, "This is absolutely amazing." Were the Aristocrats and the Meshuggah show that we saw together, and that was
was that at Mill City?
That was Mill City, and
that
their
was
lights, their cousin or the cousin of one of the guys plays the lighting equipment to the. It's a
guitar.
insane.
He plays it live performance, basically.
Yeah, it was like all I was having was a few beers, and watching both those bands, I was like, I felt like I was on drugs. I was like, these are amazing.
I have to give a shout out to Dream Theater because I've seen them like 15 times, and they're so perfect live. It's insane.
Yeah.
Rush too. I love them.
Oh
too.
yeah,
Ooh,
Southern
nice.
Texas, that was really good.
You know,
I saw them play at the State Fair years
I
ago.
did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I like those choices. My next question is, if you guys could compile a dream tour, who would be on it?
Oh.
Are we headlining the tour or supporting the tour?
It's up to you.
Oh,
Let's not get cocky. We're supporting.
Yeah. There's some bands where I would just like love to be supporting too.
Yeah,
Oh my
like
God.
BT Bam.
Yeah, we have to go with we'll stick within our genre that's actually feasible.
like modern.
You're not gonna open for the Minnesota Orchestra.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to not say Periphery,
Yeah,
or Tesseract, or
Between
all
the Buried and Me,
those. Yeah,
Meshuggah,
Or the Faceless.
Animals as Leaders.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Devin Townsend.
Devin Townsend
Yeah.
would be amazing.
Yeah.
Any of those guys.
All the big names in our genre would be a good time, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
I like those choices a lot, of course. My next question is, favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Start with you.
Favorite TV show? I don't know if I have a favorite TV show. Oh, I watch a lot of Walking Dead when that comes around.
Okay.
Been watching way too much American Horror Story, whereas like it's giving me nightmares. I swear. Telling these guys about it, I was like, God, I had the craziest nightmare last night because I binge watched American Horror Story, like an old season. But Walking Dead, I'm a huge fan of that. South Park never gets old. I don't watch a lot of TV. That's about it. And then movies. My favorite movie, two of my favorite movies. I don't know if I have a favorite. Are like kind of weird ones, but I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I love What Dreams May Come with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Robin Williams.
Isn't it Cuba?
Cuba.
TV shows. If I had to pick one, I'm almost done with House of Cards. I dig that.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I love Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, but I'm two seasons behind on Game of Thrones. So yeah, I loved Lost when that was out. I wish it was on a non-big network, but yeah, I'd have to go with those types. Movies, I like weird movies that, I don't know. I've always liked the brave parts and like the more journey-based epic long movies.
Yeah.
Anything in that genre, I like.
Nice.
In the what's that genre? Epic
I don't
long
know.
genre.
Drama, action.
Most of them are
Journey.
filmed in New Zealand.
Journey genre.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings, stuff
Oh,
like
Lord of
that.
the Rings.
Lord of the
Oh,
Rings, yeah.
classic.
For TV, I mean, I recently started watching Game of Thrones finally, and it's good. I really like it, but like, I'm an anime junkie. Like, there's so many animes. I've even been rewatching a couple. Like, my roommate has like a couple of them full sets of DVDs that I've been rewatching through. But I've seen so many different animes, and like, it just remains like my most favorite form of like television. Like, is animated. I get really like when I'm watching live action stuff. I know in about 5 seconds if I hate an actor or not in a specific role, and I like, almost never change from that standpoint. But like movies, I will always forget anytime I'm asked what my favorite movies are. But I love Lord of the Rings trilogy. Like the extended editions, like blew me away because I read the books when I was young. Like not to be like a hipster about the books, and then I watched like all the super long 4-hour versions of the movies, and like they're like perfect. Otherwise, like I always go back to the Emperor's New Groove. That,
Oh yeah, I love that.
I will never not like that movie. It's timeless for me.
I turned that on the other day. I'm pretty sure it was like after the bar, and I fell asleep.
Patrick Warburton
This
is
is a week.
dude. Yeah, that movie's timeless.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, TV and movie for me. Well, don't really watch a whole lot anymore. Although, like, also like growing up, I was also an anime guy. Like, in fact, recently, like, I was even binge watching. Apparently, there was an anime for Devil May Cry that was released at one point.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I came across it like a couple of weeks ago and was watching that, and I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, and like I grew up on anime pretty much for like TV shows, and then as far as movies go, also Lord of the Rings guy, and especially Star Wars. I mean, that was like one of the first for me, and
Nice.
it always remained like one of the bigger.
See, I just thought Star Wars went without saying.
Yeah.
I just-
Yeah.
I thought Emperor's New Groove one was saying.
For me, I was super into Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah,
Now Better Call Saul. Like I don't know, those shows just like that sucked me in like hard.
Yeah.
I also like the Walking Dead a lot. Although I kind of like
That's good.
I can't remember what happened in any of the other seasons. Like I'm like caught up, but like you watch all this
You
and you're
lose
like
a
I don't
little bit.
remember what happened.
That's
how
like
did
the
they
show Dexter. Did you ever watch that?
I like
Yeah.
Dexter.
That's
Yeah.
for me. I would just forget what had happened, like, because
Yeah.
things change so fast.
It's probably, I don't know if I have like a favorite. Like I don't know. I think School of Rock is super.
Hell
fun.
yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
But I don't know. It's not like I don't know if I really have like a favorite.
All right. So my last thing is, tell them about your band, where they can find music, any events you got going on, that sort of thing. Let them know, and the time's yours, guys.
All right. Well, this is going to be an interesting fall. We're going to try. You can find the music first off on all the major platforms.
You know, like iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Google
Bandcamp.
Play.
Yeah.
Bandcamp has kind of been cool because it's been a platform where like people find us through other bands, but people like will kind of leave us comments and things too.
We've had the most success through Bandcamp, or the most sales through Bandcamp.
Yeah,
And
that's where all the lyrics are too. Just random.
Yeah.
You can read all the lyrics on Bandcamp.
Yeah. So yeah, and we're hoping to release some physical copies. We have a guy who did our artwork who's finishing up or trying to finish up all the artwork for the album. Super busy guy. He does graphic art for the city or for the company that brings in events to the city. He works for them, so he's like, super busy. So trying to like hopefully whenever he gets it done. And I'm not gonna try to pressure him too much because he's hell of a guy and really busy. But whenever that gets done, hopefully by October we'll have some physical copies. We kind of planned it out this way because we were like, just get something out digital, and then we'll do the physical thing after, and maybe we'll do that whole thing. But
Hopefully, we'll have another tune coming too. Right?
oh yeah, Charlie was gonna say that.
There was supposed to be one more on the album, but we decided to. Like,
It's a big long one that we're kind of trying to develop some more.
Yeah, I wrote this like. I wrote all the music before, like, even we got the band together. I mean, me and Charlie were jamming, and I sent it to him a long time ago, and I sent the guys the stuff, and there's like a 15-minute tune with potential to be like longer. I basically left an open chunk where I was like, oh, we can do some production stuff and add in some certain things, and so we kind of talked about it. We're like, well, maybe we won't do that one yet because it's already 40 minutes without it. If we add it, it's potential to be 60 minutes, which would be awesome, but we were like, we could really work on that and have it as a reserve. And so we're going to hopefully try to release that as an EP and split it up a little bit so it's not just one track.
It'll be our change of seasons from Dream Theater.
Yeah.
Or plus the Need Morse one with like 7 different movements to it.
Yeah, I think all his. Yeah,
Yeah.
full of scripture.
Hopefully that'll be, I'm hoping, sometime in 2017.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say. We learned our lesson from this past one. We were telling people, like,
April.
yeah, it was seriously like February. We're like, yeah, album's gonna be done next week, and we're like, what the hell are we talking about? Like, we didn't even have supposed to be done. For some reason, we'd say this, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally gonna record all the guitars this week,
Like tomorrow.
everything. Yeah. So we'd tell our friends and tell people wondering, be like, yeah, 2 weeks, coming out in 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks later, be like, yeah, it's coming out in a month. A month later, yeah, it's coming out in a month. So I'm going to say 2017.
Yeah.
Sometime in
We'll
there.
say
You get it.
spring of 2017.
Summer.
I
How about
think
summer?
We're just going to say 2017.
You're slowly like moving it forward. You're like, 2017. No, spring Tuesday. Now it's just gonna be like late 2016. It's gonna be in December 2016. It's gonna be tomorrow probably. That's what
We'll
we're
go opposite now. Yeah, I'm like, what was done?
Yep. So that's the future plans here, the short-term plans. We're gonna try and get on shows too. Obviously, we'd like to hop on a bigger tour. If that came around, we would do it. I think all of us would find a way to make that happen.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can work out and all of that. But yeah, we're gonna try to hit the road a little bit in some way and start playing. And then yeah, find all the tunes on every platform you can think of. We all individually will have stuff going on. So if you look up our names, we got tons of big things.
There's a lot of video.
Charlie What?
Well, I was gonna say on these two guys, especially their
Especially
Instagram
Charles.
channels have a lot of video content that are coming out. Charlie does stuff every single day. Mike's doing some cool snippets from the album now. I just started doing that and doing some stuff for Mayonis, the guitar company that endorses him.
Yep.
So we're looking at doing more video content, like playthroughs of guitars, and I don't know. I was thinking about whipping up some stuff. I don't know how much people like.
Yeah, we'll do a lot of
me talk.
Do a lot of internet-based stuff too.
Yep.
So find us on our social media stuff.
Charlie kind of went nuts over the past year on social media and has like gained like over 40,000 followers on Instagram with all of his drum playthroughs. So
yeah,
that's kind of been helping. That's kind of been helping us.
Yeah.
I wish, be like, here, Charlie, you just take
the reins.
Because he's literally he'll post a chunk on his like 40,000 fan page, and then we get like 5 sales. I'm just like, well, maybe I should just give that to Charlie.
Gasoline right now.
Yeah,
Sure.
Heavy
gasoline. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, that's great. All right, well, I'll make sure to leave where they can find you at in the description. So definitely go check out Ideology, awesome prog like metal band. If you like that sort of thing, again, like Periphery sort of stuff. Do you guys have a YouTube channel by chance? Or
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, all the things.
Yeah,
all the things.
All the things.
Instagram,
We don't have a
Facebook,
Tumblr
Twitter.
yet.
No Tumblr. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Those are the main 4.
Mm-hmm.
No website yet.
All right, well, I'll make sure to leave a link for their channel. Go check them out, of course. And I'd like to thank them for being on, as per usual, as well as make sure to hit that subscribe button on our channel so you don't miss out on anything. Also, make sure to hit that like button, especially if you like Ideology and if you like what we do, of course. But again, I'd like to thank Ideology for taking the time out to be on the channel.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, of course. If you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps out our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.